Once upon a time, in a poor village, in the middle of the forest, there was a poor but loving family, Mr. Lau, and his wife had two beautiful and obedient daughters. The older sister was named Din. The younger sister was named Du. When the two sisters reached marriageable age, Mr. Lau did not want his daughters to get married too early. Fearing the ease of the young men in the village, he decided to take the whole family to the forest to farm, away from the wind and gossip. Life on the farm still flows peacefully like small streams winding through the mountains and forests, silently but persistently. The two sisters, Din and Du, have long been famous for being diligent, hard-working, and especially filial to Mr. Lau and Mrs. Mia. Early in the morning, when the dew still covers the leaves, the two sisters carry rice and hoes to the farm. In the afternoon, they are busy with cooking and dressing, without a word of complaint. Din, the older sister, had bright eyes and long, silky hair, and was often noticed by the village boys. But Din always cleverly refused, focusing only on making a living and taking care of her family. Until one day, a young man named Day appeared. Day was tall, strong, honest, and good at farming. He came from a neighboring village and fell in love with Din at first sight at the market. Their love blossomed from the times they weeded together, picked bamboo shoots, and chopped firewood. Da did not hesitate to go to Mr. Lau to ask for Din's hand in marriage. Seeing the gentle and hardworking young man, Mr. Lau nodded in agreement. The wedding ceremony was simple but warm. The whole village came to celebrate. Din went to her husband's house, leaving Du alone in the fields. Didi, the younger sister, although not as sharp as her older sister, had a rustic charm, tanned skin, and a gentle smile. Since her older sister got married, Didi had become quieter. During her afternoon breaks, she often looked toward the distant mountains, her eyes filled with sadness. No one came to flirt with Didi, not because she was not pretty, but because Didi was too reserved, quiet, and seemed to hide herself behind the busy harvest seasons. On a hot summer night, in a small village, deep in the central highlands, the barking of dogs broke the usual silence. Mr. Lau, the oldest man in the village, felt uneasy. He got out of bed, took the oil lamp and walked around the house to check, but found nothing unusual. After being reassured, he went back to bed and continued to sleep. About half an hour later, a cold wind suddenly blew through the cottage, causing the oil lamp to flicker. Outside, near the bed of the daughter named Du, there was a slight sound as if someone was walking. Then a deep, warm, male voice rang out. "Du, are you asleep? Come out here and talk to me." Du was surprised and asked loudly, "Who are you? How do you know my name?" The man replied, "My name is Lu. I come from the next village. I heard you were a beautiful girl, so I came to find you." Du and Lu talked all night. Lu proposed to her, but Du refused because she had never seen his face. She did not know that Lu was not human, but a forest ghost. The next morning, Du went to weed the fields. On the way, she met Lu, a handsome, gentle-looking young man. They went to the fields together, hand in hand, chatting happily. Du's parents, Mr. Lau and Mrs. Mi, had gone to the fields earlier and saw them from afar. Lu was shy when he met Du's parents, so he asked to work in another area. Du explained to his parents that Lu was shy, and they agreed. However, Mrs. Mi felt worried and often went back to check on him. The first time, she saw everything as normal. The second time was the same. But the third time, she was horrified to see that Lu was no longer a handsome young man, but a ghost with a rotting face, torn clothes, and covered in mud. She rubbed her eyes, but the image was still clear. Panicked, she ran back to call Mr. Lau. The couple turned around, and this time, they both saw Lu with a horrified expression on his face. As they spoke, Lu turned around and quickly transformed into the handsome young man he was before. They realized that Lu was not human, and Lu also knew that he had been discovered. Mr. Lau called Du and Lu back to the hut. Lu avoided their eyes, looking embarrassed. Mr. Lau asked about Lu's family and hometown, but he gave vague answers, mentioning a village he had never heard of. Mr. Lau was sure that Lu was a ghost. He suggested finishing work early and returning home. Lu said he would return later, but Mr. Lau asked Du to go with his parents. They left, leaving Lu alone. Back home, Mrs. Mi gently advised Du to be careful when making friends. She revealed that Lu was not human, but Du did not believe it. Mr. Lau said, "If you don't believe me, when he comes tonight, invite him in. If he's a ghost, he won't dare come in." That night, the sound of dogs barking echoed throughout the village. Mr. and Mrs. Lau walked around the house 3 times, but saw nothing. The dogs barked all night long until morning. This phenomenon repeated itself for several days. After that, Du began to fall ill. Despite using many medicines, her condition did not improve. Her family took her back to the village and invited a fortune teller. The fortune teller performed an exorcism ceremony and tied red cloth around the house, but Do's condition did not improve. She eventually passed away. Mr. Lau's family blamed him and his wife for not stopping the relationship between Du and Lu. They believed that Du was possessed by a forest spirit, leading to a painful death. Since then, the village has whispered to each other, "Don't fall in love too quickly. Don't believe sweet words in the moonlight. Because who knows, behind those gentle eyes is the shadow of an unliberated ghost, looking for someone to take his place." And the story of Du, a gentle girl who blindly loves a ghost, is forever a haunting reminder of innocence, blind faith, and the endless pain of hearts that miss a beat between the two worlds.